So for this project or pattern, you would chain 122. If you want to make it larger or smaller, it would be in a multiples of 3 plus 2. So I'm just doing a small sample. I'm not going to crochet the actual blanket because it takes too long to finish, and then I need to, move on to other projects. So once you've reached the length, or again, if you want to follow the pattern, it's 122. So once you finish, you're going to, let's see, it says chain 3. And then double crochet in the 5th chain from the hook. So let me see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. You turn it and then go into the back loop and do a double crochet. And then it says double crochet in the all the way across. So I usually recommend doing it in the back loop because it gives it's a nice finish on the bottom instead of like this. But that's your choice. It's just a recommendation based on my experience. So I'm going to go ahead and finish, and then I will meet you for round 2. Okay, so row 2 is going to be the same as this. So you're actually going to do 2 more rows of the double crochet all across. There's 2 ways you can do this. You can chain up 3 and then continue. Or if you want the edge to be a little bit nicer, I don't know, I guess a little bit, that way there's not a gap here. Usually when you chain up 3, you can do a stacked double crochet. So what you do is you're going to yarn over, you're going to make a chain, then you're going to go back into the bottom, into these 2, and then finish it. So see, it looks, I think it looks a little bit nicer than just doing the 3, but that's up to you. I mean, it's your blanket, it's whatever you want. So you can see it's a little bit, it's straight and it doesn't have that gap. And by that I mean, if you're not familiar with what 3 double crochet, chain 3 looks like. So you would do this and then start your thing. And as you can see, there's a little gap. You can't crochet here because if you crochet in this chain right here, in this space, you're going to it's going to start to go like this. It's going to fan out. So see, that's why I recommend, but again, it's just a recommendation to do the stacked. So you just chain, go back in these 2 front loops, then finish, and then do like that, and then continue with the pattern. Just your double crochets. See, there's a big difference right there. So that's just a suggestion, whatever you feel comfortable with. So I'm going to go ahead and finish. We're going to do this. It's going to be a total of 3 of the double crochets. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that, and I'll come back for row 4. So just a quick note, when you reach the end of row 2, you're going to double crochet in the turning chain, which, excuse me, if some of you, like if you're familiar with my videos, I usually go a little bit, I don't do on the top of the chain. I go a little bit below it. My opinion, it looks straight. Okay, that one's split. So actually I'm going here on the second chain, I think, in there. See, it's a little bit straight. Well, but it leaves a big gap though. Okay, let me see. I don't understand though why. I don't know. Let me see. Because actually the way the pattern says to chain 3, it's kind of a gap here. But okay. Okay. So anyway, you do it on top of the chain or a little bit lower so it can be straight. But if you're gonna do, actually this, I'm gonna show you a really nice border for this one. So I guess this really is, it's not gonna show, or people can't see it because it's gonna be, there's gonna be a stitch right here for the border. So again, just, you know, chain 1, and do your, go back into the 2 stitches there, and then this, and then just turn. So, and that's it. So I'm going to finish this row, and I'll be back again for row 4. Okay, I'm at the end of row 3. So you're just gonna double crochet in this turning, or in this, well, it would be a turning chain if you did the 3 if you did the 3 chains. And if not, I would suggest going, it looks like this at the end. If you did the stacked, go through the 2 of these and then finish your double crochet. And there it is. See, it's nice and straight. Okay, so, well, actually, if you can change colors if you'd like. So I'm going to change colors. Sorry, it's interrupted. What was I going to, oh, I'm going to change, you can change colors at this point if you'd like, or you can continue with your same color. Maybe you're using a variegated or ombre yarn, so just continue. So I'm going to change colors. So of course you have your 2 loops. And then I'm not going to worry about weaving in the ends because it's just a sample. So, but if you are weaving in the ends, I recommend a very nice, like at least 6-7 inches, so that way it's easy to weave in your ends. So there. So I've attached the new yarn. So I'm gonna do my stack double crochet. See, it's easy. Let's pull on that and turn around, and then it says you're going to chain 3, which is what I did. Skip next double crochet, which is this one, and then you're going to do 3 double crochets. Hold on, let me see the. Okay, see the instructions. It's supposed to say 3 double crochets in the same stitch, and it just says 3 double crochets, skip 2, 3 double crochet. The diagram, yes. So it's going to be, you're going to skip 1, and then you're going to do 3 double crochets in the same stitch. So I think they've missed. Then you're going to, without chaining, you're going to skip 2, 1, 2, and then do your 3 double crochets in the same stitch. Well, and again, just skip 2 and then 3 double crochets. So we'll do that all the way across. Okay, so you should have 1 double crochet here, and then you're just going to double crochet in the last stitch. Oh, nice. Hold on. Okay, my phone is telling me that I have low battery, so let me see. Okay. And it looks like you're going to do, oh, okay. Row 5 though, it is different. Oh, I should have wound this. Row 5, you're going to do your chain up 3, or do the stack double crochet. Then you're going to double crochet in this next one right here. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Because there's one, you're supposed to double crochet in the space. Okay, so you're gonna double crochet. This is too loose. Hold on. So if I'm not reading the diagram, yeah, so let's see here. So you're going to do your stacked double crochet, turn around, and then you're going to do a double crochet right here in this first space. That's row 5. Then you're going to skip all the way over to this space and do 3 double crochets. Oh, I hope I was in the frame for all of this, because I'm trying to read and do this at the same time, and I kind of forget that I'm moving my hands. I don't realize that I'm moving my hands out of frame. Okay, so then you're going to just go ahead and do a double crochet. 3 double crochets in these spaces, and then a double crochet here and here. But I'll meet you at the end and show you how to finish row number 5. Okay, so row 6 is going to be you're going to chain up your 3, or do it this way, whatever you like. And you turn, of course, and then in this space right here, you're going to do your 3 double crochets. And then continue, goodness gracious, in here. You 3 double crochets in the first space, and then continue in all spaces. I'll meet you at the end of this row. Okay, so at the end of row 6, just go ahead and do your 3 double crochets in this last space before the end. And then double crochet on the top of the chain 3, or I'm finding it difficult, there it is, or on the stacked double crochet. Oh, forgot. Okay, so at this point you can change colors if you like again. I'm gonna go back to the purple. I'm just using random yarn here that I had left. So then you're gonna go ahead and attach, and then you're just going to do your 3 chains for this, and then actually for some reason, okay, let me just and then you're just going to double crochet all the way across, and that's it. Whoops, I was gonna do 3 double crochets in the same space. So that's it. That's the pattern. So you would just repeat rows 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, it's easier for me, and it's just a suggestion, to see it like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3 double crochet, and then 1, 2, 3, the 3 double crochets in the space. Now, the one in the middle is the only one that changes. So you know that you do your first row, and then on the second row, the middle row of this, you need to double crochet in this first space. And then the next row is going to be like this row. That's a good way for me to remember that this row is different because that's the only row that's different from all of the other rows. So just continue the 3 double crochets and then continue this until you reach your desired length. I'm going to continue the sample, make it a little bit larger, and then I'll come back and show you how to do a border. Okay, so I finished the little sample. I'm gonna just crochet over these ends. I'm not gonna weave it, there's no point. Which is good because, as probably you know, weaving in the ends is not anybody's favorite part of knitting or crochet. Well, at least not that I know of. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a slip knot. And you can attach it, let me see. In case it doesn't make a difference. Let me see, I know there was a part of the blanket. Okay, I'm doing this side. So just on any side, I guess, doesn't matter. Since it's an odd number of rows, you're gonna have the right side and the wrong side up here, so there's no way around it. Unless you'd wanna do even numbers of rows, that's up to you as well. It can be done. So I'm just gonna attach it anywhere. And I'm gonna do I'm gonna do around the single crochet. I'm just gonna single crochet all the way. Guess I should have started closer to the corner. Okay, I'm just gonna. So I think I'm gonna do 2 single crochet rounds. Let me see. So you're gonna single crochet in this one. So here's what would be considered the corner. So do 3 single crochets. I don't know what is it with me and the double crochet and the single crochet thing, but here's the corner. And here, I guess, or can it be here? Let's see how it looks. There's no right or wrong, just whatever looks good, I guess. So we're gonna do 3 single crochets to make the corner. And that does not look good. You know, it's a sample. You know, I just still want it to look nice. Let me see, I'm just gonna do it here in the space. I'm not gonna go into stitch. There you go, it's a lot better. So then just continue to single crochet across. It just, not too far apart, not too close together. Just single crochet like that. Because again, if you do it too close together, it'll ruffle. Too far apart, it will collapse, or it will be too tight. So that's probably, so just more or less see where you can put these single crochets. Normally, if I did this blanket in this color, I would probably use a white or a light gray border so it could stand out, but again, since it's just a sample, it doesn't matter. Just want to show you how this is done. So I'm going to continue all around. Let's tight this here. I'm going to crochet on top of these. Some people call them stragglers. Ends, it doesn't matter. It's the same. I'm going to here just to do this. So you're going to do your corner, and then this should be easy because it's the bottom. And I'll meet you. I'm going to do 2 rounds of this. You can do 1 or 2, it just depends. I'll come back and show you how to make a sharp corner here if you're not familiar with this process. So I'm at the second round. I'm at the corner. So normally you would, in this middle one right here, you would do 3 single crochets to make a corner, but and that's when you're dealing with like a square. But here it's kind of, if you can see, this is kind of down, so I would recommend doing the 3 single crochets here on the top, or on the first one actually, instead of the middle one, and then continue on. And then if you see, the corner is right there where it's supposed to be. See, it looks, the corner's right here. So instead of doing it again in the third, do it in, like on this side, this one would be on the third. Actually no, it's the first stitch right here. So sometimes, I mean, the pattern says do it like, you know, do it this way, or the correct way. It really doesn't. I think that you should do what you think it looks good. So if you think that it looks better like this, then instead of following the actual pattern, then do it. Why not? I mean, there's no reason. Sorry, that was my daughter. There's no reason why you can't do what you need to do in order to make it look nice or make it look how you like it. There's no rules. I mean, you can do whatever you want. So I would recommend doing that. So now the corner looks like that. And again, just more or less looking at the corners and seeing where it would look best. So little corners look nice and, you know, sharp. I'm using another color for the border. I mean, for the other part of the border. Now, to do this border, you're going to actually turn your work with, see, if you finish this, make sure to turn your work and this, and you're looking at the back side of your stitch, of your border stitch. So you're going to do your little slip knot. And then you're gonna insert it anywhere, doesn't matter. You're going to do a single crochet. And then the next one, you're gonna do a treble. And then the next one, a single. And then a treble. Okay, this is getting, why can I do this? Let me see. Okay, single, treble. And then the next one, the single, and then the next one, treble. So when you turn it around, see. Okay, this yarn kind of splits a bit. You have to be. Okay, come on. There you go. So if you turn it around, I'm going to do a single crochet here. This is what it's going to look like when you turn it around. It's going to be like little bubbles. And that's the effect it gives you by doing the single and the treble. So that's it. So again, maybe you want to do the border a little bit thicker. Probably a single crochet border. I mean, a single crochet and then do a half double crochet. It just depends on what you want. But that's the edge. I mean, the border. It's going to be a little bit like that. So it's going to look really cute for a baby blanket. I'm gonna go ahead and finish, and I'll show you how it looks all the way around, because it looks really pretty once it's finished, completely finished. I'm gonna finish this and I'll be back. Okay, so here's my mini blanket. So as you can see, the edge is really pretty. It's just little bubbles. So that's it, that's the pattern. I don't think I need to cover anything else. When you're doing this border, I keep saying edge, I don't know why. Just on the corner, just go normal. There's no need for you to do any type of special stitch. Just go all around as normal. If you end up with, I mean, it's very difficult unless you count all of your stitches all around your blanket to know if you have even and odd stitches. So the beginning may look a little funky, but I mean, it's not really noticeable. You really would have to know about crochet and all the stitches in order for somebody to look at it. And even then, maybe, you know, a lot of people won't see the mistakes. And I bet you after a while, you probably won't even see it either. You'll probably forget where it was. At least I know I forget my mistakes and where they are, so it's okay. So anyway, that's the pattern. I think that's it. If you have any questions, please email me. I don't have my comments. The comment section is turned off because I always check that my videos are for kids, and for some reason YouTube turns those the comments off, I guess, to avoid any, you know, people, I don't know, saying stuff on YouTube and the kids reading it. I'm not sure if that's the reason. That's my logic. That's my opinion. That's what I think. But anyway, just email me if you have any questions. I hope you learned something new today, and thank you for watching.